It's fine.
We're going with it. We're going with it. Okay, guys, go ahead. Pull up A New Hope.
New Hope.
A New Hope. Episode 4. Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of Obi-Wan.
All right. So that is what we're watching. We're watching A New Hope. A New Hope. A New Hope. I'm pointing at you. I'm seeing if you're getting like. No, it's not focusing. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, guys. We're gonna watch it. We'll chat about it. We're not going to be silent during this.
Yeah, no, please don't expect any silence whatsoever.
Okay. This is us. I came through for you. Thank you, Owen. You're the real MVP tonight. The Force called out to you.
We will get to the prequels eventually.
Yeah, we'll get to the prequels, but I am not strong enough tonight.
Because of Obi-Wan.
No, because of that PS5 event, man, it dragged so bad.
That's
in the
totally
middle of
fair.
But if y'all want to watch our coverage of the PlayStation 5 reveal event, y'all can go do that. All right, guys. Here we go. We're going to get into it. I moved something. I moved something. Amy's going to lock us in here and bake us. Yeah, man. This hot. It's hotter than a 2x4 on 4th of July.
It's the underworld, and we're Hades' guests.
My underwear will start sticking to me.
Oh?
Garrett is eventually code for never.
No, we will. We
will. Martin, how's it going, buddy?
That was so loud.
Thank you for liking the stream. Yeah, the alerts do get pretty loud. Okay, so we're going to be watching A New Hope, episode 4. We're about to start it. Okay, so you need to get it up, get it set. If you're watching on, your phone or whatever, you got to figure that out for yourself. You're an adult. You got to adult now. Okay, you got to adult. We're about to watch it though. All right. So you can see down at the bottom corner, and you see the time right there. All right. Yep. Garrett, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you.
Also, if it looks like I'm like squinting at you, I'm not. It's just my eyes are a little puffy from sneezing.
Amy like scoots by. Wait.
No, don't second it.
Wait. All right, guys. So we're about to start here in just a second. Go ahead and pull it up. How's it been going, man? As my voice is like, because of
I was just about to go pick up some power converters from Taji Station because of what?
All right, guys. So we're about to get started. Want to make sure everybody can it's like I gotta figure out like how to like. My entire adolescent life has been training for this one adult moment.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Oh. All right, guys. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Okay. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I messed that up. Starting in 3, 2. See, it goes away. 3, 2, 1. Play. All right, timer's going, y'all.
Give me that brass section. Give me the brass section.
Is yours playing? Oh.
No. Oh, I meant the like title, like with like the opening
okay.
thing.
I got you.
Not 20th Century Fox. I know what they sound like.
Okay.
Talking about this brass section.
Ah, that was so loud. You can't hear it?
Oh, there it goes. Okay. No, like it was like I was like, why isn't it changing for me? And I realized like there are 2 different channels.
Do you need it louder or softer?
A little softer. That's good.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, guys, we're in it, y'all. We're in
It
it
is a
to win
period of
it.
civil war. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire. During the battle, Rebel spies managed to steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star. An armored space station with enough power to destroy an entire planet. Pursued by the Empire's sinister agents, Princess Leia races home aboard her starship, custodian of the stolen plans that can save her people and restore freedom to the galaxy. Ellipses.
Martin, oh no, I'm working from home. I'll just watch it with my mind, with the Force. First time I saw the intro in theaters, goosebumps. Did you say you would have a time marker? There you go. There's a time marker.
That's a good point. Yeah, if it's not staying up, it might. We could just like bring it up every now and then.
Yeah, I'll bring it up every now and then, y'all. There you go. Listen to
Ooh,
that
those
Piccolo.
winds. Ooh.
Listen to that Piccolo getting at it.
John Williams, a genius.
Man, John Williams is just
He's
like,
the man. He's the man.
yeah, it's just like, oh.
Like in most cinema things, like a main theme title, especially from like a franchise. If you're like, oh yeah, I know what that is, it was probably John Williams. Like,
yeah.
it's
like
John.
all of
it's
them.
my boy J-Dubs.
You know, little trivia for y'all. Who shares a birthday with me?
Do you share a birthday with J-Dubs?
Yes, I shared a
Very
birthday with J Dubs.
Here's my boy Johnny, J-Dubs.
Right before this, Darth Vader murdered a lot of people.
Oh, and it's such a good scene. I saw this thing where it's like Darth Vader murdered people in a hallway, and then it was like Maul, I murdered people with the hallway. Spoilers.
Can he make a soundtrack to my morning routine? I'll make a soundtrack to your morning routine.
My soundtrack is silence.
If you record yourself your morning routine, I'll make a soundtrack, and it will just be mouth noises. So just like a little.
Oh yeah, and then like the because yeah, the very first spoken line of dialogue, and then also C-3PO's first line, it's the "Did you hear that?" And then his last line in Rise of Skywalker is "Did you hear that?"
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, it's beautiful.
Garrett, I need more murder Vader.
We all need more Vader murder in our life.
I agree. Like, Vader is such an underutilized character.
It's true, which is why I love that scene in Rogue One, because he was here and he's like, guess what? It's Vader time.
It's murder time.
Pew, pew, pew,
Like,
pew, pew, pew.
sounds and mouth noises are my morning routine. Thanks, baby. I appreciate you. like powerful Vader is like so like not used that much in the movies, but it's like you finally got it in Rogue One. You're
So
just
good.
like,
You just wish, whoop. We get that. We get dad jokes Vader, and I love Rogue One Vader.
yeah.
I love him in Rogue One. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, he's awesome in Rogue One. And then, like, if you read the books, it's just like, man, he's so good. These are not the droids you're looking for. No, they're not, y'all. Glad to have you here, Steve. Guys, if you want to watch with us, you can catch up right there. The mark is down in the bottom left corner. I will bring it up periodically.
I love how he's just standing there with his hands on his hips, like, well, what do we have here?
It's like dad, just like.
And then yeah, like this next part that's about to come up, like never. No, I'll have to wait for it to get there. So, but that lined up perfectly. Whenever she like put the file into R2D2, we had the. Bing.
Steve, thank you for liking the stream. Guys, we are watching A New Hope tonight. You can line up the stream with your viewing at home with both of us. You can check the time down below.
Yeah.
Kills rebels, kills his own staff, cheats at Uno. He's a monster. Well, that sounds a lot like me.
One of my, it wasn't my photography class, but one of the photography classes before me at my high school, they did like a photo shoot where they had a guy bringing a Darth Vader helmet, and they went down to the library and made it look like Vader working like office jobs. It was really funny.
That's hilarious.
They even did it was like he was like force choking someone, or like he was like trying to like attack the printer or something. It was really funny.
That's cool. I love James Earl Jones Jr.
Classic.
Yeah, where is she?
Say pot.
I want them alive. Yes, I agree 100%, Steve. 100 stars. Steve says, because we all know that Vader's the best Sith Lord in the movies. 100% agree. Thank you so much for supporting us. 3 weeks straight, man. You got that streak going. Don't be streaking, though. Don't be streaking. Like C-3PO almost busted it right there. You see, he was like, oh. Again, guys, you can line yours up. Look at the time code down at the bottom. You can be a part of it, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Woo.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the rebellion.
You are gonna regret it.
I love that it's like Star Wars is just like most like 3 generations of people bullying C-3PO.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes me so sad.
Watch, he's like the most powerful. Of
He
the Skywalker
is. Did you not
family.
see him on the Battle of Endor?
Yeah, yeah. He was a god.
It's God.
He was a god.
God.
Dang it. No, my wife would kill me and the neighbors would call the cops from streaking.
Oh, this part. Okay, this is the part. Is like because knowing what happens in Rogue One, where like he literally sees the plans get put onto that ship and they run away.
Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about? But it's like that doesn't necessarily line up, but they're not beamed there. Well, technically,
Well,
they are.
like they could say like it's one of those like their argument still makes sense within the continuity of it. 'Cause they'd be like, no, we were just there to like give relief efforts, but then things got crazy, so we left. And Vader's like, no.
Yeah. Hearing Filoni talk about R2 in that gallery special gave me a new perspective. Talking about how he is dirty and we're coming into the middle of the story.
Yeah, R2D2 has and always will be one of my favorite characters, and I love like he's just got like a sailor's mouth on him.
Yeah, and like Dave Filoni is so good. I'm so glad that he's
involved.
Yeah.
Because he really cares about it, and whenever people care about the product, it's gonna be good.
Again, guys, you can catch up with us. We're at 8 minutes and some change. You can look at the bottom left-hand corner and see the time code. We're on Tatooine, y'all. We're walking.
No, I'm, like for some reason, like this specific shot, it always reminds me of the scene from Spaceballs when they're like, "Come in the desert." They have like the giant.
His physical appearance, yeah.
Oh, that too. He is gross, but like he's got a mouth on him.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got a mouth on him.
I love to see the like, don't use that language. Archer's like, I'll do what I want. I've committed war crimes.
We are currently at 9 minutes. You can look at the bottom left-hand corner.
About 9.5 minutes.
And you can see the time code. I'll keep a little shifty down here so it'll stay up.
If you like keep it like on the time thing, will it stay up there?
I don't think so.
Most
Maybe.
other players do that. No.
No.
On the one
goes
hand,
away.
I'm glad that it doesn't, but in this case, I'm like, wait.
Yeah, it's like the one time you want it to.
Exactly.
You won't get it. You won't get it any help.
10-minute mark.
R2, no helps.
There he goes.
I've committed war crimes.
But I've committed war crimes.
Is that Starship?
No,
Oh, okay.
just R2's committed war crimes.
R2, King of Sass. He is King of Sass.
King of Sass. He learned it from his friend. I was gonna say his father, but Anakin wasn't his father. He learned it from his friend Anakin.
His former master.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think I told you about her. It's like
Stay at the ship. Yeah, stay with the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, it was because like the last time he ever heard anything from Anakin, he told him like wait with the ship, And then it's in one of the books. I'm not sure. No, I think it's the novelization of Empire Strikes Back, maybe Return of the Jedi.
I think it was Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
It's like Luke tells R2 to stay at the ship, and it's like, and he noticed that anytime he said that, R2 seemed like visibly nervous, and I'm like, that is so sad.
Yeah, and I love those little details. Those little details make it.
Yeah.
Amy says, "We are criminals. We will cut you."
We are criminals. We will cut you. Yeah, my mom and I just finished watching Gravity Falls like a week or so ago.
So good.
So good.
So good. So good. Guys, we are watching Star Wars: A New Hope, Episode 4. You can catch up with us right there.
Jawas.
Suga.
Suka.
Suga.
Zuka.
Suga.
So one of my favorite parts.
Like, the gallery for The Mandalorian is so good. Like, it's not something like to like rewatch or like
no.
with like on a stream, but
No.
like if you really enjoyed The Mandalorian or you
really like the technical aspect of like film or TV or anything like that, if you like the production side of it and like knowing how things were made and really like that side of things, like looking behind the curtain, definitely check out the gallery for The Mandalorian. It's such a cool thing. And like Dave Filoni goes on this spiel about how like the battle, like Duel of Fates from The Phantom Menace, is like the most important battle in all the movies, and like his reasoning behind it, I was like, you're so right. You're so right. So I highly recommend watching it. It's a really cool thing to watch.
because of Obi-Wan.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Oh, Denim! Mandalorian Jawas were so good. Like, that episode, like, where Mando is, like, just frying Jawas left and right was so good.
And then he's like, they're all nervous, and Creel's like, oh, you know, you should put your blaster away. And he goes, maybe they remember that I disintegrated a few of them. And Creel's like, what?
He's like,
Dude, what's wrong with
no wonder no one likes you here.
R2, no. Oh, there it is, the famous sand crawler.
The sand crawler, which I remember reading, like, the sand crawlers were something that, if I remember right, it was something that the Empire, no, it wasn't the Empire, it was another group. It was like a spacefaring group that like enslaved the Jawas and the Tusken Raiders, and they left it on Tatooine, and like the Jawas
just like claimed it
because they learned how to like deal with technology, unlike the Tusken Raiders, and that's why like
they're like always trading parts and like like ravaging things. That is so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I like
it was
that.
pretty neat.
I like that. That's fun.
Like, the music in this is just so interesting because it's like everybody has a motif.
Yes.
Everybody has a motif, which is like a little thing.
One of my favorite things. It's like Mark Hamill went up to John Williams one time and was like, hey, like, you know, like Luke has like, or like Leia has a theme, like Han have a theme, like they even have a theme, like all these things, like why don't I have a theme? And John Williams was like, the main theme is your theme. And he was like, oh.
You're like, oh, that's just the Star Wars theme.
Yeah, he's like, no, like the opening credits, that is your theme. Like, I just picture like a young Mark Hamill, like, why don't I have a theme song? And they're like, dude, you're the main character. The main theme song is your theme.
It's yours. It's like, oh, the Superman theme's not about Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh. If you put a Jawa in a Best Buy, he'd have a heart attack. Yeah, he would.
Like,
Marilyn, thank you for the 50 stars. 14 weeks straight.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Oh, look at that CGI.
There's the CG add-ins.
That do back. They need to go back and do that over.
Hey.
Not like they haven't done it a bunch.
I'm surprised they like haven't gone back to like retouch. I mean, I guess if they did that, then I'd have to touch up all the movies, and that's like a lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're not planning on making any movies for a while, so like, do it.
True. Look at this. I'm not going to marry you, John.
I have a policy of not dating coworkers.
It's against corporate policy.
You know this. We've been over this.
After Darth Vader turned down the Emperor, it was all over.
Yeah, like the Emperor's like, well, maybe. And then Vader's like, no, I'm still kind of like my dead wife. And then Palpatine's like, no, interpersonal well-being is in the office.
Like everybody gets the memo but Darth Vader. He's like, why is everyone so grumpy?
They're just like, thanks a lot, Vader. What?
Nani?
Nani?
And we said, get rid of the CGI. I agree. It's very dated CGI. That's why practical is so practical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't know that they only did like part of the Sandcrawler here.
Yeah, just like because it looks so good.
Yeah,
I think
it
like
looks
they
so
built.
real.
I think they only built like the one tread.
Yeah, like they built like just part of it, and it was just,
Yeah.
like the rest of it was just miniature
Oh,
stuff.
look at him! He's so young.
I saw something today, and it was so disturbing.
Was it Luke as a girl?
Yeah,
It looks so good. Though.
it looked so good. It looked like,
I'm like, I want to know what Mark Hamill thinks.
yeah, it's like someone send this to Mark Hamill, but it looked like almost Jodie Foster, like young Jodie Foster.
Okay. Yes. I was trying to put my finger on who it reminded me of. Absolutely.
Yeah, but they did a really good
Yeah.
job of it.
I'd love to see that, and then I'd love to see like edited like that, like super well edited, like gender bent of like all the Star Wars characters.
That would
That'd be super
really
cool.
interesting. That crop though. Like, you can tell like how the Force like really goes into work here.
Absolutely. Yep. And then, like, you know, C-3PO is getting reunited with, well, not reunited, but he's finally getting to meet his younger brother,
What?
Luke. Remember the thing?
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, like,
yeah.
since Anakin built C-3PO, the joke is like C-3PO is like Luke and Leia's older brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree. Hamill would just say that she's beautiful. Yeah.
He'd be like, of course, I'm a beautiful girl.
Why would you want the red one?
And R2's just like, dude.
Yeah. Watch blow them servo motors, man.
And the Force was like, no.
Them restrictor bolts, man.
Yeah.
That big droid back there looks like the ones
The one
that
from the
are on-
Mandalorian. That's from the Mandalorian, like the
yeah.
prison.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Because Mandalorian takes place after this. Yeah, I guess it's just a decommissioned prison droid.
Yeah, I guess so.
First class condition.
Worked with him before.
It's just, it's so sad because
Red got too excited. Yeah, he did. He got bought. He's like, I'm free.
yeah, like it's just like
And had a heart attack.
knowing that like R2, because like his memory never got wiped. They only ever wiped C-3PO's memory.
Yeah.
And so just like no, like he knows.
Yeah. And it's like, why didn't Obi-Wan remember him?
I think the way that you can retcon it now is that he was just trying to pretend he didn't know him.
Oh, yeah.
And like I mean, obviously the way he's acting it, he doesn't, but like you could see it as like he's like trying to play it coy, but then once he realizes like, oh, no, well, like it's like he realizes, okay, it is time for everything. We have to get back together. We got to take the next step.
Yeah.
So there's ways you can interpret it.
So getting R2 and C-3PO, Luke paying for his inheritance. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Like, it's interesting, like, going back to, like, the deleted scenes from episode 4. Like, you see Luke at, like, Tashi Station with, like, Wedge.
Yeah.
And, like, they even show, like, the space battle, like, them looking at it and everything. But, like, it's before... Is it Wedge or is it...
No, it's not Wedge. It's
Dak. Isn't it Dak? wanna
it's
say-
either Wedge or Dak. I honestly can't
I
remember.
think it was Dak, and that he was going to.
Dak is dead. Oh, and yeah, the carbon scoring thing. He's like, oh, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you guys were in a shootout or something. There's like, I mean, Mandalorian is filled with them, but like in episode 5, so whenever they go to Tatooine, Pele, the woman who like owns that little like that landing platform or whatever,
Yeah.
she goes, oh, you got a lot of carbon scoring. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were in battle. It's like, it's a reference to that line.
Okay. Like, that is such a huge moment
It
right
really,
there.
like you see that and you're like, yeah, Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, like I've seen this. I know what this is, but it's like, I remember being like a little kid and watching like the VHS is like my dad's like he got me into Star Wars, but like he didn't know what he was getting himself into. And like Luke's over here, he's like, hey, she's beautiful.
And we're all like,
Nani. But like what's weird is like the first ever Star Wars book, Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Like,
was it like they got
like,
together in the book?
they like Luke was like had the hots for her the whole time,
Right.
But it was before George told anybody that they were brother and sister.
And I'm like, George.
And like I started reading it, and it was just like. So I just stopped reading. It was weird. Garrett, I hope there's a disclaimer in that video, not actual size.
Like you see on like cereal boxes or whatever.
That was a good one, Garrett. I've wanted to watch this for so long. We're getting to watch it together.
R2, the little schemer.
Yeah. You know.
I love him.
Yeah, take that restraining bolt off.
Yeah, no, of course not. I haven't committed war crimes.
Just flies out
Yeah,
of there.
yeah, he just like hovers up and like smacks him in the head and just like hightails out.
He like shocks him and then just like gets out.
Yeah, just like, I've committed war crimes. I'm a criminal.
And then you hear Chopper. Wow, 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 wow. Guys, let us know down in the comments, who is your favorite droid from the Star Wars universe? There's so many good ones, y'all. So many.
I mean, yeah, like, because I made that, I went to Galaxy's Edge back in March, I like made a vest and like I drew like all the droids. It was, I'm so sad. I'll have to add Chopper on there now because it was before I watched Rebels. But yeah, I have like, so you got K2SO, you got, I mean, there's IG-88, but I put IG-11 down for Mandalorian. Yeah. I had BB-8, got R2, got a pit droid, got Gonk, got C-3PO. I feel like I'm missing one. I think that might be it. But there's just so many good droids. I love the droids.
Yeah. And then you got Chopper.
Oh, and Dio. I had Dio on there. He was the one from... Did he get introduced Rise of Skywalker? Or was it Last Jedi? No, it was Rise of Skywalker. He's a little, like, circle, little wheel guy.
Yeah, with the little...
He's cute. His little cone head.
Yeah.
He's cute. I like him.
Then there's BT from Fallen Order, which is really, really good. Yes. So many good ones.
It's one of those, I'm gonna have to, like, draw all these other ones and, like, add them to the different panels of the vest.
Amy says, R2 for sure, but I do really like Chopper. C-3PO is a third.
That's...
Like...
Yeah.
I don't like C-3PO is kind of like,
but he's a staple.
I know he's a staple and he wouldn't be the same without him.
No, I get what you mean.
But he's just annoying. Garrett says K2SO. I agree. He's really good.
I love K2SO.
Really
so
good. Really good. Martin says HK-47 out in these street meat bags. I love HK-47. He is so good. He's in the Knights of the Old Republic series.
Right. Okay. I was gonna say that like the name sounded familiar.
Yeah, he's an assassin droid, and like he just calls humans or anyone that's not a droid a meat bag.
Very good.
Blue milk, y'all. Like right here, it's like Aunt Beru looks like she does not even belong in the Star Wars universe.
No, I love it. Like she's wearing denim.
She's wearing like she is like
denim. She's got the 70s shirt on.
Like she literally like they were like, we don't have anything for this woman to wear in wardrobe.
An iconic scene like this.
And that music.
Get
it, horn player. Yeah. The twins, the binary sunset.
Do you think it was important that he made it twin sons because they were twins?
I think it is. the symphony swells as that revelation happens.
Oh yeah, like I love like Luke, he like looks off into the sunset. John Williams, like the orchestra's like on fire as he's conducting. I love all those pictures.
Daniel, thank you so much for liking the stream. Glad to have you with us tonight. We are watching episode 4, A New Hope. You can catch up with us right there on the time code. Amy said, Ani is rocking the 70s.
She really is. It looks like they literally just picked her up and brought her.
She's everyone's meemaw.
It's true though. I think one thing I've always loved about like his home here in Tatooine is like just the design of it. Where it's basically like the house looks like an igloo, but in the desert. I don't know. There's something about that I've always thought was just kind of fun. I don't know.
Yeah. Martin says Baru dressed like a special guest star from Golden Girls.
It's true though.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh man. Oh, Luke, you have no idea.
Well, it's like C-3PO 2 or 3 scenes ago. Oh, he's really good. He's
gonna cause me a lot of trouble. Yeah, that droid sucks.
It's
you
like
told me to get him.
Like Luke's just like, what? You told me to buy him. He's at Tashi Station. They're like, we don't have anything else for you to wear. Here's a.
It's a denim jacket, a brown vest, sweater thing, and the just classic 70s thing. Like, I want to see more denim in the Star Wars universe. If she can wear it, why can't anyone else?
Baru was special.
Like, it's weird because like in the prequels, they like gave her like more what you would think of as Star Wars garb.
Yeah. Well, you think in this whole thing, Baru and Uncle Owen got killed because of the droids. It was her fashion sense. She was so progressive.
Yeah, they're like, no, the people can't know that they can dress like this.
Yeah.
No.
So the Empire came in and just like, pew, 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 and burned it, so no one could ever replicate it. It wasn't just killing.
They had to make sure no one ever found out about denim. But then in Return of the Jedi, Luke comes out and he's like, I got my Chanel boots. What's up? He inherited his fashion sense from his mother.
Yep. A different outfit for every breath.
Yeah, he's like, he does that, and like they get on the Millennium Falcon. He's like, guys, I'll be right back. And he changes, like, Luke, why'd you change? He's like, we're on the Falcon now. The lighting didn't go with that outfit.
Just the lighting.
The lighting, please.
Oh,
And then like for like Parks and Rec, it's like, Luke, are you posing? Google Earth, always taking pictures.
Guys, let me know what is your favorite creature from Star Wars? Like, you know, like the different races and all of that. Like, you know, I always love the Tusken Raiders just because they're like, it's like the best sound ever.
Absolutely.
Are we watching the movie yet? I'm not seeing the movie.
Oh, yeah.
We are watching the movie.
We're just not streaming the picture because we don't want Disney to come in and kill us.
Yeah, because that's what they would do. 100%.
So we have the timestamp down in the bottom left, so that way you can like sync it up with us and watch along with us.
Yeah. So down at the bottom you can see the timeline. Do you know what that sound is?
I think I used to know.
It's a crate dragon, which is like you had the when C-3PO is walking and has that huge skeleton in the sand.
Oh.
That's the sound that they make, and they hunt Tusken Raiders and kill them.
Okay, so Obi-Wan learned how to like.
It's a way to get them away from everybody.
Okay.
Garrett said Luke's hatred for the Empire all started with a seared denim jacket. Come here, my little friend. Right. Denim 2, revolutionary in Spice Rebellion. Watching new, exactly. Mickey will take.
They will though. They will. Like, let's not joke too much because they will.
Lou, thank you so much for liking the page. Glad that you're here, hanging out with us tonight. Disney 100% has assassin droids, allegedly.
Oh,
Well,
Amy's
hello
asking
there.
if we can make the time a little bigger,
Can we make the time a little bit?
like on the.
Hold on just a second. There you go.
A. I love the look on his face. He's like, oh crap.
He's like, crap.
Dang it, one Kenobi.
He's like, last time I heard that name, it was Corky. Can't be looking for.
If they're gonna make the show, take the opportunity. Take the opportunity. One time.
Would love to know what the assassin droids look. You know the rabid fans.
They look like lawyers.
True. True.
Okay, no, sorry. What were yours?
I was just gonna say like all the like the crazy fan people that like not necessarily the Star Wars fans, but like the ones that are like so obsessed with like
Disney. Yeah.
That's their assassin.
Yeah, like their mouse ears are actually like wires and stuff. Yeah.
There's a guy that does like TikTok. He does like Mickey and everything. I sent you one today, but like he turned and had like devil horns coming out behind the Mickey mouse ears.
Oh, that's great.
Garrett said the creature Obi-Wan was riding up the walls on the Battle of Grievous. What was that? I'm not sure. I'd have to go.
Lizard girl.
I'd have to go look that up.
Do you want me to Google it?
Yeah, if you'll look that up. IG88 will assassinate you. Well, guess what? I have IG11 on my
sent me a
side.
picture of the droid thing. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Mom.
They're on the move.
Okay.
Also, those 3 aliens in the Coliseum were dope to me. Yeah, I agree. I like the except for the big spider looking one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's just dropping truth bombs. He was like, I'm once a Jedi.
I think it's just called a lizard. They're just calling it yeah, but her name was Boga. Her name's Boga, but it just said she was obliging and brave lizard named Boga.
There we go, guys.
So, lizard girl. Your father wanted you to have this after I chopped him into pieces.
I murdered your father.
From a certain point of view.
Well, technically, he was.
Point is, your dad wanted you to have this, probably. I don't know. I didn't ask him.
Is lightsaber.
I like how it looks like almost white.
Yeah. It's like interesting to see like how the lightsaber has like developed over time.
I would love if Luke got to keep like a white. I mean, granted, it's not white. It's just like the way it's on the screen. Because sometimes you see it and like it looks way more blue.
Yeah.
But I would love it if Luke had like white sabers. That'd be cool.
Seeing Obi-Wan in Rebels watching for little Luke.
Oh, my heart. Like, they made it like in Rebels. He looks like he's like, I don't know, like 10, even though he's like 15 or 16 at that point.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what are you doing?
what?
Dave Filoni.
Dave, my dude.
You being felonious here.
I think it's just he just looks a lot since it's from a distance. But I'm like, you could have made him like taller.
Garrett said from a certain high ground point of view. Surrounds us, retreats us, binds us together.
Ellie's like, okay, sure.
Boga is a fractal. Adjust his oversized glasses. Boga is a...
Well, no, thank you, because the Wikipedia just said a lizard, so I was like, there's got to be an actual name for it.
I love it. Thank you, Martin. The Ackley would always scare the crud out of me when playing on Felucia in the OG. Yeah, I agree. They just come out of nowhere and like the big spider thing.
Look, just the look on Obi-Wan's face, especially like knowing everything else that's happened up to this point. Just the look on his face where he's like,
oh, poop.
Yeah, he's like, because whenever like he and Bale and Yoda, like whenever they all part, he's like, and eventually when the time is right, we'll come out of hiding and we'll band back together.
Yeah.
And so like he's like, it's now is that time. I don't think I have that fight in me anymore.
Well, at the same time, he's like my spice garden. Crap, what am I?
Dang it! I just got my begonias to finally take root.
My shrubbery.
My shrubbery, Luke. Alderaan, I barely know her. Obi-Wan's like, what?
I ran all around here.
Oh, I love the it's like the battle lip reading whenever Luke's like, oh, I had this dream that this pretty girl kept kissing me over and over, and Obi-Wan's like, oh yeah, there's something I gotta tell you about her. Just remind me later.
Oh, the lightsaber looked almost legit blade shaped there, as opposed as the cylinder we now have. Yeah.
Yeah, because great, I think part of it was limit of the technology at the time, but it does have that more like flat edge to it.
Mm-hmm. And like looking at Rebels, like it has like that.
I don't like the look of the sabers in Rebels.
It looks more like Obi-Wan's lightsaber when he's fighting Darth Vader.
I don't mind like when they're. I don't mind the point. I don't like how like
thin it is.
Yeah, it's super thin. It's kind of weird.
It looks like Obi-Wan's fight, like when he fights Darth Vader.
But it's still thin.
It is super thin, but
that's my
like
problem.
You could see like when he's fighting him, like there's like a pole.
Oh sure.
Like in there, and it's like. This is my favorite part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the effects were 2D in the original trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we're crushing everything.
This is how democracy dies.
It's already been dead.
I think I said it to you, or maybe you said it. But I think like we both know about where it's like the theory where Darth Vader actually wanted the Death Star to get destroyed because he hated it.
Yeah.
I feel like this point we're just like watching it, just like.
It's like boy. Exactly. You shut your mouth when you're in my presence.
Don't insult his religion.
Well, it's like, are you that stupid?
Yeah, really. It's like literally the two most powerful people in the galaxy.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. It's so good.
And it just without any other voice than James Earl Jones, it just doesn't have the same kind of weight.
These meetings are so much more intense and menacing than any of the newer stuff. Yeah, I agree. I think it's also the lighting is like a lot darker.
That, and also it's just like you have these guys just sitting around a table just casually talking about ruling something, and it's as if it's like mundane to them, and it's not this like, oh, evil plot. It's just like, oh yes, this is just a meeting.
Yeah. And I agree, Daniel. I really like the first version of Ezra's lightsaber with the blaster.
It was cool.
It was really dope. Violation of 6 feet. See, Darth Vader doesn't even have to get close though.
Yeah.
The sideburns in that room is real.
Well, even if he did have to get close, he has so much protection on him, and he's got a ventilator, so like I think he'd be okay.
Yeah, he's a walking ventilator.
Home.
And they were like, we've tracked Denim.
Denim.
Obi-Wan just like, it's too late. They found where the Denim is.
Oh, like it's like one of my favorite jokes where it's like, what's Mario's favorite fabric? Denim, denim, denim.
Amy said the slick black table too. I want that.
I love the set design of like especially the original trilogy. Just like having like figuring out like how they had to come up with different clever ways to make what they wanted reality. And then like in Mandalorian Gallery, like you were talking about earlier, they actually some of the prop guys, they went back and studied like, okay, well, how did they make these props? Oh, very sad rip. They had like, how did they make these props?
My lord, you're just like, who cares?
I'm not. We knew it was happening. But it's like like they went back and studied. It's like, okay, well, how did they make props back then? So we can give it that same feeling.
Yeah.
Since Mandalorian is only 6 years after. It's 5 or 6 years.
5 to 6 years.
5 to 6 years after Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
And yeah, it was like they used like surplus, like they rented surplus like World War II weapons and stuff. They modified them. They couldn't change them. They just like put little add-ons to them.
I thought that was really interesting.
It was really cool.
I didn't know that either.
So it's just like knowing that all the things in here, like they had to be practical design. So it's just seeing ingenuity of like how they were able to get these different feelings for all these different places.
Garrett said, I had the toy version of Luke Speeder. I had the Lego version of Luke Speeder.
Ooh, very fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. Martin, Empire plotting to take down Levi Jeans factories across the galaxy.
This is the new canon of our Star Wars. It's like they just really hate, like they're just fashion police.
The T-16 Skyhopper. That's a good one.
When I was a kid, the like interrogation droid thing, it scared me so much. It freaked me out. I was like, there's like this floating orb, and there was like this liquid, and you didn't know what it was.
It's like this huge needle.
I was like, it always freaked me out. The Pokey Probe droid.
Garrett said, first Levi, Old Navy, then the galaxy. Like, we need to like animate. You need to
I will. I'll get something in there.
Guys, if you want to catch up with us, this is our time. 42 minutes in.
20 seconds.
Change.
Yeah.
I'll keep that up so y'all can get there. Coming in. Yeah. So we are watching Star Wars A New Hope. You can check the time code down below. That way you can join us in watching it. We're not going to show it or play the sound.
Because we don't want Disney to kill us in our sleep. Actually, no, Disney wouldn't afford us that luxury. They would wake us up from our sleep, dangle us upside down, and then torture us, and then kill us to make an example.
They would murder our whole family in front of us. And then...
Yeah, then they would torture us.
Yeah. It's like, now that you've seen... It's like, all of this stuff right here, like, isn't really necessary. Like, the added CG stuff.
But I know it's like George wanted to like just add to like the world, just create more world building, some atmosphere, and like I get that.
That huge building that was like kind of a triangle. That's the building. It's like a certain company or whatever. I can't remember the name, but they built Jabba's barge.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's
Gonk! Did you see him? Love him.
I see what you did there, Star Wars. They're using all of that as like a wipe.
Yeah, smart. Identification. You need to see his identification. The droids you're looking for. These are the droids we're looking for.
It's like, what is wrong with Dave? He keeps repeating what this old man's saying.
And then afterwards, it's like, dude, he didn't even show you his identification. Why'd you say he didn't need to show you his identification? Uh-oh. Do you think that'll come up in my quarterly review?
Yeah. You know Gary's not going to let that get away. I see my heavy class trooper I use. Exactly, man. Yeah. I love the heavy class. That mustard colored droid, 70s aesthetic.
Yeah. Although R2 is just like, he was just like laying down, just like.
I love like when he got out, Alec Guinness, like his thing was, he was like, like trying to look.
Wait, where's the camera? Where's the camera?
But it was like so far over his eyes. He was like, the Force.
The Force.
Jennifer, welcome to the stream.
Hey.
Hope you're doing well. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. If you want to catch up with us, we are watching A New Hope.
This is my jam.
There is the time code for you. Do a barrel roll. Have you listened to the whole thing?
Oh, yeah. It's so good.
Now, do you know what happens at the very end?
It's been a while since I've listened to it.
In some versions, it ends with blaster bolts.
Oh, yeah.
And then it has like a coin being like tossed and like hits the bar and everything. Yep. That music is dope, man. That's the best music ever.
And then for Force Awakens, excuse me, John Williams was like, I don't want to write more Cantina music. Hey, Lin-Manuel Miranda, can you write some music?
He's
And
like,
Lin was like,
I'm not doing it again.
yeah, sure.
Thank you, Jennifer, for liking the stream. Is that Cher's like sisters? Like there was like two women that had like really long black hair. It looked like Cher.
Yeah, and then like
It's
I
like,
think you can see them here at some point. Yeah, like
Are you talking about the
IG heads. Yeah, they're used as like spigots and stuff. Because it's one of those I didn't notice them until after I went to the parks, because I was like, oh my gosh, they have IG heads here. And then I started noticing them in the movies, and I was like, oh, they've been here the whole time.
It's really interesting because it's like, to get those heads, you would have to take down an IG unit,
or at the very least find like a decommissioned one or something.
Yeah, which would be super difficult.
Yeah, but there's so many of them in there.
He looks like he has a booty.
A booty. Face. He's a butt face.
He's a doctor, by the way.
I believe it. I love how like they put them in Rogue One, and so I'm just like, how did you guys get from Jeddah to here? I mean, clearly they left before the planet blew up, but like,
you'll be dead.
It looks like, what? That's so mean. I'm so worth the effort.
Well, it's like, why is his arm bleeding? Is Obi-Wan's blade so dull?
Oh yeah, because it should just cauterize it.
Yeah, it should cauterize it. That's the thing that's always like been curious to me.
Maybe like it wasn't blood. Maybe he had like a jam packet in like his sleeve, and so when Obi-Wan cut it,
it looks more like watery ketchup than jam.
I agree. Maybe he had sauce, like some kind of red sauce.
Maybe he's got like Texas Pete or something.
Yeah.
But Texas Pete's like that's what it is, y'all. We've discovered it. The Cantina song is the Star Wars equivalent to Free Bird.
You can't help but just like you just grew. You just jam.
Oh yeah. The Biffs.
Hey, there
Biffs
he is.
know what to do. The Biffs. Doing well tonight, Jennifer. Doing well. Just enjoying some Star Wars. We're watching along right now. And the Millennium Falcon.
No. It looks like I don't know what that is.
Maybe he was on blood thinners. Guys, if you don't know what the Kessel Run is, you need to go check out me reading Jedi Search. I've already talked about it, how it all worked and everything. We do that every Saturday morning. Come be a part of it. It's totally free. On it, Chewie! Imperial.
The look on Hunt's face is like,
I mean, nobody else doesn't keep a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's on. I don't know who doesn't, Martin. I don't know who doesn't keep a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's.
It's true.
I keep it between the folds of my skin.
I keep mine in my Force pocket, so it's like I just reach behind my back and I'm like, oh, there it is.
Well, that is what it is, but I like it. I like it to be warm.
I leave mine I keep it under like a heat lamp.
Oh yeah.
So I have like an array of sauces, and I'm like, no. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh.
Not me, but I do keep hot sauce on me. Yeah, Amy does actually keep like Texas Pete on her.
I love the Taco Bell. It's like I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember which one it is, but it's like
the
purple sauce.
Oh, I'm not sure what that is.
It's really good. It has that like almost. It's just a weird thing to describe, but it's like that like burnt taste of hot sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like just a little flavor, like it. Luke and Rise Skywalker like.
Which he does come back between 5.
Is that canon?
5 and 6.
Or is it Legends?
It is canon.
Is it canon to you?
It's canon because that's when he builds his new lightsabers on Tatooine.
Oh, okay.
I made a force bond with my refrigerator, so Cholula, please.
I think it's Kalula.
Oh, are we going to see him?
Who jumps the ship at the first sign of an Imperial cruiser.
See, like, Han did shoot first, y'all.
Right.
Let me know what you think down in the comments below, but like, it's almost too fast to tell. Like,
And this one, I think they make it so that when Greedo shoots first, because I think it's like it got changed so because they
Yeah.
did. It's like if Han shot first and he was a bad guy.
yeah, he was cold blooded and all of that, which that's who Han was at the very beginning.
Right.
Like, he was all about just getting the money.
But it's like they've made it so that way it's so close, but I'm pretty sure it's Greedo's technically shooting first in this one.
Yeah. I can hear the mouth noises.
I feel like all systems operational, and I'm like, I mean, I'd hope so. You guys just like blew up a few cities. But granted, it was like partial power,
Yeah.
but still. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alderaan.
Alderaan.
Guys, you can catch up with us by checking the time code down below. Pull up Star Wars A New Hope. You can catch up with us
Just
and
shy
watch,
of 52 minutes.
and watch with us. It's like, if you're hunting for somebody, would you take knocking on the door and no one answering as like
guess there's no one here.
No one answered.
At least they respect privacy. I can appreciate
Not
that.
in my empire. We'd be blowing those doors down.
Well, here's the thing: if the emperor knew, he'd be like, "Dude, why don't you just bust down the door?" But the emperor clearly doesn't know.
Nah, I'd desperate times calls for desperate measures.
It's true.
And then we got nosy guy. They probably had to shut down the juice bar while in transit. It's like that guy should have had. I felt like in another cut he had more time.
I think he did. It's been so long since I've seen the original cuts that, like,
I've got him.
yeah, I think we have them somewhere.
Like, on the boogie.
There he is, Boba.
Now, I will say the tuba solo that John Williams wrote for Jabba Hutt, oh man, it is so good. Give me the original Jabba, yeah, CG Hutt.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it, like we were talking about it the other day, where like the original was actually a guy.
Yeah, it was a guy, and then because it's been so long since, because like there's like 3 versions of this scene, right?
Huh?
Isn't there, like, there's like 3 versions of this particular scene?
Yeah.
There's the guy, I think the puppet,
Yeah.
and then CG.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, it's like, I don't understand why they have this in here, because like literally it's like the exact same conversation you just had with Greedo. Like, I get, because it's like Jabba's like, this and that, but it's like, it just feels like that, or like, I feel like maybe it was, part of me is almost like, I feel like it wasn't there to begin with, but maybe it was. Again, it's just been so long. If anyone remembers, please remind
let
me.
us
It's
know
been
down in
so
the
long
comments
since
below.
I've seen those cuts.
Yeah, I don't mind the CG Hut that much.
You know,
It's not the greatest.
I've seen
but
worse CG in other places. I'll live.
Yeah, like we've seen it all throughout this movie so far.
No.
Like the dewbacks.
We would have seen worse if we watched Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace, and I didn't know this until the other day. We were watching the gallery.
Yeah.
Has the most miniatures
Most miniature and practical,
of effects and-
practical miniatures and everything out of all the Star Wars
yeah,
movies.
which is crazy. You wouldn't think that.
Yeah, and that's why. So like they're like, everyone knocks on this movie like, CG this, CG that, and they're like, no, it's mostly like miniatures.
Yeah,
Granted, there is a lot of CG in there, but
It's crazy.
yeah.
I don't think it was originally there. Like, I know they had it, like, in the versions that I watched when I was younger, that scene was there. But it wasn't the CG Hut. It was like the animated, the puppet one.
Yeah.
Han's like, well, no pre-flight
Yeah, 'cause I
checkout.
think it's like, puppets there, and then Han just like walks around him, which is why whenever he like steps on his tail, it looks so weird because like they're literally like moving this image that wasn't originally moving before.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was a guy. Like, it was a big fat guy. Like, so. But I do say the Falcon looks pretty good.
Falcon looks good. But they did, because in this movie,
Look at
it
that
was like
heavy
a
trooper.
6-foot miniature, quote. And then I think they built the smaller one they finally built for Empire. I don't remember. That one, it was like that-ish
Yeah, it
big.
was
Was
like
that
half
like 2
the
feet?
size,
Maybe
yeah.
2 or 3 feet.
Yeah, but like they could only get like certain shots because it was so big.
Yeah,
and they
like
only
they
had so
couldn't
much
zoom
shot
out.
room.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. I love it.
Guys, if you're just joining us, we are watching A New Hope. You can join us at 56 minutes. You'll see the time code down and below, so you can join us and watch A New Hope. The approach scenes to the Death Star were painted backgrounds, and I find that amazing.
Yeah, I love seeing learning like what were matte paintings in movies, because there's a lot of really impressive matte paintings. There was one, I can't remember what it was. There was some like really famous horror movie that James Cameron apparently worked on and like did the matte paintings for. It's a big horror movie. I can't remember which one it is now though. I'll just like oh, I got to do this. I got to do the jump to light speed. It was so much
lucky.
fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in Galaxy's Edge, the Millennium Falcon ride, there's 3 different positions. There's 2 pilots, 2 gunners, and 2 mechanics. I got to do one of each because we did it 3 times. So I got to do. My friend, I think she got engineer twice and mechanic once, and then I got to do each job once. And the pilots, like one person does thrusters and left and right, and then the other person does hyperdrive and up and down. And I got to do the hyperdrive and up and down. It might, I don't remember left and right, up and down. It could be reversed. I don't know. But yeah, there's like, let's do the jump to hyperspace, and I was like, okay. And Hondo's there because like Hondo's the one who like walks you through the. Oh, so much fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's so interesting. Like, Carrie Fisher at this age, like she's been studying, like acting in London.
Yeah.
So that's why she has a
this
British accent.
Yeah, and then like in the rest of the movies, like
Yeah. So like that's where she was
even
learning.
like in like parts of the rest of this movie, she doesn't have it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
And only like she was 19, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And George Lucas convinced her that they don't wear underwear in space.
And I'm like, George, don't, please. That's not okay.
It's like, even if I give you a military target, you're still awful. So
Yeah.
you're going to blow it up regardless. And like, this still haunts her. Like, regardless.
Yeah, because like far too trusting.
Your rebel friends. And like, Grand Moff Tarkin's literally walking around in slippers during all of this because he's
He
like,
really is.
like he is, because like the boots hurt his feet, so he was
Yeah,
wearing
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
he was wearing slippers, so he's like, you have to shoot everything like.
I think it's like he only wore boots whenever like they absolutely needed like a full shot.
Yeah.
Other than that, he was like, no slippers. It hurts
Yeah.
my feet.
This is such a good scene. My hernia.
I just really gotta use the bathroom.
Where's the refresher on this ship?
the vac tube.
Oh. I love like the chairs in here are like, they're clearly like the pilot chairs are like from like aircraft and everything.
Excuse me.
They keep playing that same game throughout all of the shows. I love like the stop motion like claymation.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, you're dead.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know what your favorite part of episode 4 is down in the comments below.
Chopper would.
He would throw you just down like a well. Like,
Yeah, pick you up and just toss you.
like anytime he doesn't like another droid, like he just like yeets
What do you want?
them.
What do you want? What do you want?
He's too old.
I won't train the boy. And then Qui-Gon from the distance, you will train the boy.
You must drink the milk. I'll take a sip.
Pew, 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 pew.
That's such a good line.
Yeah.
If I was the commander of an intergalactic battle station, you couldn't keep me from wearing house shoes. Yeah. Like, who says you can't be comfortable?
Exactly.
Who said, like,
Here on the Death Star, we prioritize the comfort of our staff.
no, just
We prioritize the comfort of certain staff. Mainly me.
like Grand Moff Tarkin, like, is such a interesting character because, like, he's the only person, like, that is as close to Palpatine as Vader is.
Yeah.
And that's, like, for Palpatine, like,
That's a big deal.
yeah, that's a big deal. Not that he cared about him.
No, but
He's
still.
just a pawn.
Yeah.
You know, just a pawn.
A pawn in his evil schemes.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
You can do it.
There's no such thing as luck.
Comfort and functionality over style.
Goes back to the whole thing. They can't let Denim get out. It's a style.
Exactly.
They're all.
Because you can make denim black as well, and then it looks fancier. And then when Grand Admiral Thrawn comes around, you can make it white.
Exactly. And then Vader's like, maybe I want a denim like vest. That could be or like cape. That could be kind of cool. And then Tarkin's like, no.
Yeah. He's like, no, we must all be uncomfortable. And then he's like, but you're wearing house shoes. And he's whoa, that's weird. Did you see how subspace looks?
I don't think
hyperspace?
it usually looks like that.
No, it usually is swirling.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen that in this movie. He also knew Vader before he joined the dark side.
That's true. Tarkin doing.
Oh yeah.
I love like even like in that because there's like a few episodes in Clone Wars when like they're talking and it's weird how it's like they don't agree but they're still like cordial, like diplomatic to each other, which is like it's very accurate to their relationship now, where they're like they may not necessarily agree on everything, but like they can work together.
Yeah. Well, Vader wants to murder.
Oh, I mean he
Tarkin,
does,
like,
but he's still
100%.
just like like he's like okay, I'll like whatever.
At least that's like he does like in canon, but like it's not as much as like legends. Like Palpatine constantly has to tell him not to kill him.
Vader, please don't.
Garrett says, Alderaan. Alder gone, y'all. Looking
Rip.
for love in Alderaan places.
Oh yeah. Oh, what was? Yeah, because like when I was making the sign earlier, I was trying to think of a pun. So I was like trying to think of the ones I did for one of the
Obi-Wan.
because of Obi-Wan. And I was like, I knew I had some Alderaan pun, but I forgot what it was. I think it was like the dance studio, all the right moves in Alderaan places, or something like that. Hey,
That's
there
number
it
one.
is.
Man, you've been in. That's a pretty long tractor beam.
But I mean, it's a big object in space. It would have a pretty big gravity pull.
Yeah, it said tractor beam, not a
true.
gravity well.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know. I guess they would put a big tractor beam out there so that way, like, they could, if anyone were to pop out.
Tractor beams, it's not like what we, like, it's grabbing. It's just like shooting tractors out at people. It's like, oh my God, what are they doing?
What is that? It looks like, oh, I recognize that.
It's like someone like names it and then like someone's like, Okay, well, I'll build it, but it doesn't make any sense.
That's a really weird. Okay, whatever.
Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't blasters work better?
Like, no, just get a tractor beam.
It's like,
oh, okay, you're the
you're
boss.
like, okay,
And
all
then
right.
like all right, use the tractor beam to get that ship. Yes, sir. They're like, what is that? It's the tractor beam.
And the guy that made it is just wearing all denim, and they look at him like,
And he's just like, there was a misunderstanding, wasn't there?
you said tractor, and I thought
You meant tractor. So I could fix this.
you have found me for the last time.
I find your lack of gravity disturbing.
Garrett said, John Deere's everywhere. Like, could you imagine if they didn't get off the ship? Does Darth Vader doesn't even go on the ship.
No, because they're like, oh, there was nothing there.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Did you find any droids? Load up the 50 caliber John Deere.
Oh, this part right here. Like just like the way, like I think it's just because of like the way like the one of the cons of like, you know, ADR is he's like a presence I haven't felt since, and just like it's like I feel like there wasn't like a big enough beat never hit before him like being like since, like, you know what I mean, like it always felt really rushed, but I think that's just the, you know, the realisticness of like ADR sometimes.
Yeah, well, and it's also like he moves like really quick, so it's like I'm sure James.
Oh no, it's not any fault on James.
I think James was just like, I gotta go with, you know.
I was like, I've said the line. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, what do you want? Were those stormtroopers standing outside the hangar, standing in the vacuum of space? I'm not sure. We would have to go back and look. We're not gonna go back right now. But I
did mean like, where do you mean like standing outside the hangar?
I'm not sure.
Because it's like the hangar's just like really big. I remember as a kid, I was like really confused. I was like, how are they not getting sucked out into space? Because I didn't realize there was like the invisible wall there.
Yeah, the shielding.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the log? Hey, we left, so yeah, we're totally not here.
Don't look in the floor.
We're beneath you.
No.
The telltale heart.
No, yeah. No, Han's like, Luke, I need you to write this thing for him. Luke's like, okay. By the way, we're not in the floor. You
Totally
guys, your
gone,
cologne
yeah.
Your cologne smells really nice. Have a nice day, smiley face.
And then he misspells cologne and puts your cologne smells really nice.
And then like they're like reading it off to Vader, and then Han's like, dude, and Luke's like, what? It's yes, dude.
Daniel, Vader's helmet doesn't look as shiny as I remember.
Yeah, this first one's a little gritty.
Yeah, this one like it's definitely has like a more like lived in feel. I know like in 5 and 6, it's like you can see yourself in it.
Well, like I guess we could say like in this one, like he just came from Rogue One. It was still kind of scuffed up, and he didn't really have time to like sit down and shine it. But then after this, he finally had time to sit down.
Yeah.
You know?
He like went to the spa, got some sake, you know, and just like like he's like in the sake spa. We watched the thing yesterday. It was like